Alright guys and girls, this small little tutorial is inspired by Mr. Mooch, the community manager for 005dynasty.com and community manager for 005 Dynasty YouTube channel. Just want to show them like how I did this track a little bit, just to show them some of the sounds that's in it. Just want to let you guys know most of these tracks is MIDI. It's coming from the Roland FA06 keyboard workstation, so I don't use any sounds coming out of the synth engines that's built into the Akai MPC. I don't use none of the sounds, guys. All my sounds come from outboard gear, my keyboards, my keyboard workstations. So just let you guys know that. That's the reason why this track doesn't sound flat, and I haven't even ran it through any outboard gear yet. None of the analog compressors, the analog preamp, the analog heat, you know, that's going to give it that saturation. I didn't even do that yet. Anyway, so let's go with the first sound, right? Here we go. Let's turn that on. Simple progression. It's in A minor. So that's a simple progression, A minor. As you can hear, it's stereo, okay? It's in left channel and right channel, okay? So it means it's in this speaker, and it's coming out of that speaker also. It's not sitting straight down the middle mono, okay? Most of the track is stereo. How do I do it? I could go over that a little bit later, not right now. Got that sound. The second sound. Same A minor, same strings, different octave, okay? So we dropped it an octave lower, but I didn't copy and paste this to this. No, I played this out because those little nuances, the little, velocity, sensitivity changes in the way that you play matter in your sound when you're composing, okay? So I might have played this one a little stronger than I played this one, and I might have held a string longer on this one than I did this one. Now those different nuances between these two sounds will give you another tonal characteristic, which will add more to your cinematic depth. That's why I play everything out. It doesn't matter if I'm doing 4 instances of the same string sound, I'm going up the octave and down the octave, I'm going to play each one out. Let's go to the next one. A little darker. Now you know I'm down on the piano. I went all the way down. I played the same progression out, but it's going to give me that full body sound, right? So I put all 3 of them together. We get that, right? Take that off. Now we're going to add one more to finish this cinematic string set. Got to get the highs in there. It's going to add that moody, you know what I'm saying? And it's A minor, so it's a sad tone, right? Yeah. Put them all together. What do we have? Right? That's fine, just like that. We want to add the drum set in there. We can do that. And the drum set that I use, guys. Let me show you guys. Let's go to track number 9. I use the MPC, man. This is what I do. I use this, and I know how to use it though. See, if you know about drums, you know how to get in here and do what you need to do, okay? And mix, use your sends and your returns, use the mixer, use all that. And also just know how to make your kick drums and stuff, you know what I mean? So I make my kick drums in there, then I send it to the outboard gear to fatten it up. You get this, guys? Okay, cool. So let's go track mute again. Let's add some drums in there. Enough of that. You know what I'm saying? That's my rhythm right there. But now, let's take these off, go over to the next screen. There's more sounds in there. So the first sound is actually 4 sounds. So the first sound is actually 4 sounds. It's the whole octave, it's the whole keyboard, guys. It's the whole keyboard. That's how and it's all stereo. Okay? Then we come over here. Let's see what we got here. Now this is mono. Right? Cinematic sounds, right? You hear that in the movies, films, cartoons, television shows. A lot of people don't even use sounds like this, but you better start learning how to use violins, cellos, piccatos, and all that stuff, all these weird drums and stuff. Yeah. Now that one's mono. Specifically, on purpose I did that. because now this is going to be the piano right here, right? Yes. Sorry. That's the bass line. Here's the piano. Simple. But the piano is stereo. So the piano is stereo. Why? Because the piano and that other sound, there's a counter melodies. They're countering each other. Okay? So one is going to be stereo, the other one's going to be mono in the middle. So now the piano surrounds that middle sound. And that's how I get this effect right here. Let me show you. See the piano? I mean, see the piano's surrounding it. See that? Let's bring the strings in. Let's bring the highs in. Watch this. It's gonna feel good. Cinematic, movie. That's that Ghost Wave, you know what I mean? It's like you can put this in a blockbuster film. This is somebody creeping up on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or a mysterious scene or something like that. You know what I mean? We can bring it all in, actually. Bring this in. All right, but let's hurry up and get this video over with. So now, the bass line. Out too, because I know my scale, you know what I'm saying? I know how to play the A minor, and know how to get it to, you know what I'm saying, loop perfectly like that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then the last thing is a vocal. Now here, I'm gonna show you something really quick, okay? Here's the vocal. You hear the hissing though? That's a part of the sound, the hissing. I like it, but not for this specific record. So now, once I bounced it to audio, I cut the highs. Now it sounds like this. You hear that? The hiss sound is going, which is great. Now I like the hiss, but not for this record. And it's stereo, and it's pan 50/50. So let's go to track 20. So track 20. Let's go to the pads. You can see it's pan 50. So the vocals on the left channel is all the way 50. Vocal on the right channel, that speaker over there, all the way 50. So now the vocals are going to sit on the side of the track. So these vocals don't, because vocals usually stay in the middle, but special effect vocals go to the sides. If you don't know that, okay? So these are special effect vocals. That's why they're pan 50/50. They don't have to go 50/50, but when I put it 50/50, it makes a lot of room. It makes a lot of sense. Why? Because when you go down the tracks, you're going to see other things as pan. See, this is pan 30. This is pan 15. This is pan 20. So now this is pan 40. So I'm making room for things. You know what I'm saying? So now let's go back to track 20. I'm gonna hit both pads at the same time. Hold on. It's very, very, very sensitive, man. See, now they're stereo, but they're far. If I put the phone in the middle, you see this is pan far, this is pan far. Now, when I put it together, let's go to track mute. Let's get these going. Bass line. Hear the room there? You can hear everything clearly. Everything clearly. You can hear the piano, piccato, you hear the vocals are all the way out there. Bass line's in the mono, right in the middle. And the bass line, it's gonna be more processing done to that. Analog processing. Right? Right? Now let's bring the strings and stuff back in before we bring the drums in. You hear everything clearly, and And there's certain things that's tucked low on purpose because it's cinematic. I want you to hear it, but I really want you to feel it more than actually hearing it. I don't want the piano blasting, like, oh, you hear the piano, so you start grooving to the piano. I want you to feel, I want you to search for it. I know I hear a piano in there. Oh yeah, there it is. I want you to feel the music the same way I feel it. Now let's bring the kick drum and all that stuff back in. Let's rock out. Thing before I get up out of here, I want you guys to understand something too. There's no repetitive hi-hat in this track. You might think there's a repetitive hi-hat in this track, but there's no repetitive hi-hat. When you learn music production, you don't need a repetitive hi-hat that goes tick, 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 tick. You don't need that. Let me show you actually. We go to track number 9. Here's it. You don't hear this. What do you hear here? You hear that delay? But this is a tambourine that I made. I made this tambourine. And here's the stick. Look. I'm showing you one of my tricks with Ghost Wav, guys. One of my tricks. You hear that? This hi-hat only hits with the kick drum, guys. One time. That's it. So it hits like this. That's a drum pattern. And this is, that's it. So there's no repetitive hi-hat, guys. When you start understanding music, become a real musical composer, then you will understand this. Then you will understand this. When you stop doing trap, drill, boom bap, and you become a musical composer, meaning I get over here and I can, that's me hitting the keyboard. I can play and I understand, guys. I understand. Let me show you one more thing before I get up out of here. You see this? I don't play any games when it comes to music, guys. Music production, music theory, chords, scales, keys, circle of fifths. Come on, guys. Come on. You got to get with the program, man. You got it. When they talk about old fight Dynasty, say I'm not good, I'm bad, and this and that, I could sell this right now. This could be in a film. Yet, or no analog heat yet. Wait till that comes in. Ooh, that groove! That groove! Let's get it! Yeah! And I didn't even, guys, I didn't even groove it out yet. Let me, it's still on the grid, quantized. I didn't groove it out yet, guys. I didn't smooth this out yet. I didn't smooth any of this out yet. I'm going to. Trust me on that. I'm going to. But I ain't smooth any of that out yet, guys. I didn't take it off the quantize yet. Wait until I put don't snap and I start moving this off of the quantize and get it even groovier. That didn't even happen yet. So analog processing still hasn't happened for that kick drum and bass line and so forth, right? To get it even fatter, warmer, have that kick drum boom, boom. That ain't happened yet. Bass line is still rumbly, but it's not smooth enough. It needs to be more musical. So I gotta put it through my analog compressor that's specifically a musical compressor for musical instruments. Wait until I smooth out the bass line even more, guys. This is just the first loop, but it's ready. This your boy 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me.